I'm the smartest guy here, let's be honest. So, you know, with the MC podcast, they're really not as much about selling MC corn as they are about educating, you know, producers. And we really wanted to offer that up, and we really like that. You know, a lot of those podcasts we're calling in people who have no real affiliation with MC, and you know, just people with good information, good ideas, good thoughts. A lot of times we look at what's going on in the industry, maybe something new and different as far as, you know, something that's happening in the industry, and we try to touch on those things on our blogs and have somebody be a co-host who's really has an expertise in that. But also we look at the calendar. We kind of look at the farming calendar, and we look at what's going on during that time of year. If it's planting, we try to have a podcast on planting practices, and then we have somebody in who does know more about planting than me. Hard to find, but he's out there. And then during the growing season, somebody who can come in and talk about, you know, in-season management, and then harvest, and then maybe even, you know, just talking about nutrition and those kinds of things, so that we have all of those bases covered throughout the year at different times to be able to do that. And we really do look for those co-hosts that are going to be best suited to be able to bring good, solid information to producers. For example, today when we do podcasts, we'll be doing at least 2 episodes. One of them will be on grain harvest, and so Kevin will be in talking about that. Kevin's got great knowledge and a lot of information for that. And then also we'll be talking with LC about you know, what we need to do for cows this winter as it's getting to be winter time, and as we're doing that, he and I, we sit down and just kind of talking about cow comfort throughout the winter. All right, so now I guess we're gonna head upstairs so that we can knock these things out and do some podcasting. So.
Today's a unique day. The marketing team is definitely in full force today. We're trying to accomplish a lot of different things. So this morning we filmed an interview project for a Craftery family vlog, and then this afternoon we're going to try to accomplish filming for our podcasts. And we usually try to film our podcasts for an entire month, all on one day. We had to use the lights for the interview this morning, so we're going to go ahead and get the lights for the podcast studio set up.
I'm just hoping that I can come up with words today.
Yeah.
So for the last 16 days, I've sat in a tree and haven't really interacted with many humans.
Yeah.
So my touch on the English language has never been spectacular, so I expect today to be marginal at best.
Marginal.
You could just do what Vosberg did and just say the same word over and over.
That was the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever say anything? Yeah. No.
Yep.
And he goes, yeah. No.
Yeah.
I am ready to roll.
All right.
And I am recording whenever you guys are ready.
Hi, and welcome to MC Podcast number 29.
You know, one of my favorite times of the year is, you know, it rolls around December, January, when we finally get all the data in.
Yeah.
And I can kind of sit down with you, sit down with Kyle and Cullen, and you know, I've got ideas in my head of what I think is going to do extremely well because of what I saw in the field this summer. But it's always a lot of fun to sit down and look at what the data actually says. And did it yield as well as it looked like it should have? And is the quality going to be what we think it should be?
Did a little podcast with Kevin Kuhn, and we talked about grain harvest. We talked about Thanksgiving a little bit. We talked about Puerto Rico nursery planting and everything. And so we're waiting on LC now, and he and I are going to talk a little bit about cow comfort this winter.
I was rolling.
I figured. Okay. When a podcast is finished filming, we bring everything together. So we got audio and video, and we got to splice it all together. So since we record the audio separately, it complicates things a little bit, but it definitely in the end is a more professional sound. So that's what I'm getting ready to do, bring everything into one spot and then have a final produced piece.